Hi everybody, my name is Anthony Ware. It's good to see you all today, or at least you can see me. For this week I'm going to portray an icebreaker example that would be at the introduction of the first session. This session would be a substance abuse group in an outpatient setting. It'll be for 3 months. We're going to meet once a week. It'll be the same people, primarily, give or take a member. And actually, I said it's for 3 months, but it's actually for a year because we're going to have 4 broad topics over this year. And the first one's going to be strategy for recovery. Strategies. The second one in the next 3 months will be for mindfulness recovery. The third one will be relapse prevention. And the last one will be externalizing what we internalize. That seems to be something that helps people, especially in group. It's a good subject. But I'm going to portray the icebreaker for today. So I'll go on about the group a little bit here. The group will be comprised of both men and women whose primary problem is opioid use disorder. Before the session gets started, I've had the group mingle for 5 or 10 minutes, getting to know each other. I will note that many of the group already know each other. They see each other in line every day for methadone, or, they at least have met each other, except for a few new people, the new intakes that we've had, new phase ones that may even live outside of town, don't know anybody. I'll give them a few minutes to get, to introduce themselves. It also gives me a little time to get ready for the group. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of time. I've got a co-facilitator, so like I said, I think there's 10 people, 10 members of the group plus me and the co-facilitator. It seems like kind of a large group, but we kind of have, 160 patients, and we have 32 groups a week. So we got to fit all of our people into groups, and 10 for some groups works out. For people that are further along in their recovery, there might be 5 or 6 people in those groups, and they only have to meet once a month. So it still works out that everybody gets the amount of groups they need per month. So it took a little bit of math and finagling and trying to figure out who's going to be there, and some screening, take screening. So I'm getting to the point to where I've got everybody at least coming to sit down. And once everybody's seated, I kind of go over the rules of the group at this point. I'll be getting to the icebreaker here in a second, because we need to go over the rules, about confidentiality and no phones, no sleeping. Some people have tried to do that. And to show respect for each other, no name calling, no talking over a member who is speaking. So at the icebreaker part, I want everyone to introduce themselves and to tell us a bit about their story and what brought them to treatment. This thing is getting in the way a little bit. And their drug of choice, and how long they've been using, and how long they've been clean, or, things have got them here to the group and to treatment, like did they get busted, did they, lose their job, did they just get tired of doing heroin or prescription pills, or, what brought them here and how does that feel? We're getting the feeling of, why we're here. So everybody's kind of on the same page. And then I'll start off. This is the icebreaker, the real icebreaker part. I want everybody to have an example of what I expect when they have to share about themselves and the good thing that happened to them and what brought them here. There's kind of a dichotomy here. I want something positive along with the harder story that got them into treatment. This way we kind of get comfortable with sharing. And I know that, you know, I'm feeling a little vulnerable at this point, so I want to, you know, address that. And by giving that example, people know kind of what they're going to feel, you know, and how to do this. Um, and I think it helps if they see, like me, do it first. That way, you know, they're going, well, you know, I got this. I think I can do this. And then I'll go around to each member, and and I'll finish with the co-leader. So at this point, we've all shared something good that happened to us, how it felt, and then in the here and now, how it feels now, what brought us to treatment, and we all have each other's names, and we all have a kind of a good feeling about what's happening here. And then I talk about what's going to happen at the next meeting. I summarize first what happened at this one. You know, it's summarizing is a good thing. Uh, you know, that we shared something positive. We shared how we got here, and that we did it. You know, and we're still here. It didn't hurt that bad to get these things moving, to actually talk and to interact and get past some of these feelings of being vulnerable. Then at the end of the session, we are all alive and well. And then I'll let the co-leader have the last word, because this will, you know, get their input if they hadn't had much input. Because it is the first session, and, you know, we're going to get to the next one, and I bid everyone farewell, and I hope that they, you know, had a good experience in their first group, and we'll be seeing each other a lot. And I'll get some feedback, and I hope I can get this thing loaded the way I want it to load. Thank you.